And you say, but why won't they leave the guy alone? They've been going off on me since I was 5 years old, person after person, worldwide. The cops, this is the problem. The cops won't admit it. They keep coming after me for telling them what's going on, okay? And they play a game like, we don't believe you. And that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard because it's worldwide, okay? And by the way, when I go in, they go, alrighty with the mental illness tactics. Okay, and alrighty is a mimic of me joking around on Facebook and things like that. Okay, so, alright, so, we're gonna just do a little loop here by Schoenborn Street of the police station and document the cars, which I guess are extremely aggressive. It's close to 7 p.m. I haven't really eaten, but let's sort of figure it all out. Now I'm probably gonna do a little beach drive-ish thing here. And, okay, 3 whites here at the park. There's probably a shitload here by the Vallarta that I can already see with this quickly turning my head. And, okay. Very hard to see there. And also note the flower print here. And you know, I can't know for sure, but I know that if I go through any of these parking lots, you're going to see the mental illness tactics with the cars. And LAPD not wanting this truth coming out. I mean, what reason? Let's think about that. What reasoning would LAPD be hunting me to kill me? And I whatever, go in and say, hey, something's going on. They go, we're going to try to make you look crazy, and you're imagining it. And what reason could they be doing this, especially since I was 5 years old? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, okay, so now we're going to, with my father, obviously. Okay, I'm going to note the red Prius here, I think. The flag on this white truck, whatever. We have a green CRV. We have Liberty, whatever.com. There, the American flag is always here. Okay, we have a blue truck trying to get by this blue Honda. This LAPD just doesn't see this. They only see things that they want to use against me. Does that make sense? Okay. Alright. I'm only concerned with the things that I can use against you. I'm not concerned about the truth. Okay, 2 whites there. 2 whites there. Okay. So I want to get you in courtrooms to make you look crazy, correct? And lock you away. Okay, red here, so spread red there. Okay. Is it usually, when it's down on that area, it's usually really aggressive out here by the police station. We are by Schoenborn Police Station to make it a vision. Okay. Okay, so there are all the police cars and the Da Vinci Code looking building. 2 white cars here. 2 whitish cars there. 3 white cars there. Note the pink shirt over there. 2 white cars here. See how it got a lot worse, right? Okay, now I'm gonna turn around. We gotta be careful. There's a fucking gas truck here. It's gonna make our lives miserable. Okay. So once again, 2 white cars here, 2 blues, the pink shirt, A blue truck, pink shirt, blue truck. She's texting out, probably going, this is where Kevin is. Started the neighborhood stalking. 2 whites. They call themselves neighborhood watch groups. Red here, trying to get by this red. 2 whites here. 2 whites down there. This is show on board LAPD. They don't know what's going on. Bullshit. 2. No. Okay. Sort of spread reds trying to get together. This is worldwide. Okay, so let's just sort of all black there. 2 whites here. This is worldwide. I'm gonna repeat that. I'll note the blue shirt over here. 2 this blue getting by this blue. And in a way it's better I'm sort of holding up the camera because they can see me videoing. There'll probably be like a red car showing up by this red Prius. Okay, fixing my exposure here. No relaxing for you, nigger. You better accept what's going on. It's getting a lot worse for you. Coming from LAPD. Okay. LAPD's death threats. Didn't see, not wanting me to leave my house. And I'm gonna, well, I don't know if I'm gonna turn this off for at least 30 seconds. I don't know. Okay, we're by Nordhoff and Topanga Canyon. This area is usually really sort of aggressive with the cars on the side of the roads. Okay, and this is worldwide, but you know, it's more definable. At least, I think that's the word, verbiage. It just stands out a little bit better. Okay, it's 7:07 p.m. Simply by me leaving my house. Okay. So what generally is obvious here is the cars on the side of the road here, usually groupings of whites and reds. 2 whites here. Cupids, get some food. Okay, we should have a high aggression rate in this parking lot, like every other parking lot worldwide. Okay. So let's see what we see here. Some backwards, spread backwards. We'll do a quick loop around. We'll bring in the camera because they've been extremely aggressive verbally since the arrests. I mean, before and I mean for 50 years, but even more so with the boss tactics. We're gonna go to Cupids Hot Dogs. It is a little more normal looking right here. They always is more aggressive by the laundromats. I sort of have a reasoning behind that. I'm not going to get into it. So with Brian Longbottom. Something about threatening me with the song Dirty Laundry by Jay Giles Band. Okay, so I think pairs of T's backwards there. And backwards white with a second backwards white. Now what I want you to note here is how this area gets a little bit closer to normal, and then it'll snap back when the people start showing up and seeing my car here. Okay, so they'll see my car, and if I was logged into Google, it would get way worse. Okay, so they track the GPS, and people would, within 5 minutes or less, sort of start showing up. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. Okay, once again, we are seeing linked events from Anthony at Bob's Big Boy in Burbank, or what was that police officer? Lee. Hey, you know, these people will call saying I'm using my car as a weapon. Boom, now we're arresting you because this guy called saying you're using your car as a weapon. Well, if you knew that these people were going to do these things. Okay, now they might say, well, you're confessing to something you're going to do to try to get away with it or something. But, you know, I mean, I got 100,000 fucking... Yeah, it's like, don't have 100,000 police reports with you and you refusing to do anything? Okay. So you can't tell them anything because they're hunting me. Okay, gray pickup here just showed up. He's waiting in the truck here, over here. Okay, so he hasn't even parked yet. Hi. Hey.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good. I'll be right with you.
Okay. Okay, just get 2 Chicago dogs and 1 original.
Okay, everything along the
Yeah.
right? Anything else?
Yeah, medium Coke.
Medium. Let's see. For here to go.
Oh, to go? Oh.
bit more. Thank you.
Do you have plastic knives?
Oh, you start with a little.
Very gentle.
Thank you. She said live, but it was
I didn't think so.
guys agree. Don't forget, the website always new minute-by-minute updates of worldwide sickos.
I'll put some more. Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting, but this gray truck here at Cupids, this gray truck there, parking backwards, and then there's my car. And what color was the guy in there with the green cap and the green clothing? Green shirt, green cap. The daughter there had the black and white stripe is an older tactic, okay, in there. And you can see how he sort of wanted to have the girl run up behind me and say, I want more of this. And you can see how he wasn't very friendly when I said, like, it all starts with a little sarcastically joking because, hey, Kevin went into a candy store and he bought a candy bar, so he's out of control. We have a worldwide campaign to kill him. Okay, that's sort of the, right? Okay, so. Okay. So they knew, they profiled Kevin's coming out this way, and Kevin stops here for food now and then, okay, and Kevin sits around here sometimes. Now the last time I came here was maybe 2 years ago or something, or a year or something like that. Okay, so let's understand the data collection and stalking. Okay, now you're gonna notice here, this guy's also wearing green and black.
I still like it.
I bet he goes that great truck. No, he's going somewhere. Oh, I think he is. Okay, so great truck. The guy in the green hat here. He's going to this gray truck. Green and black. And this gray truck is the green and black in there. Working with the daughter, this is important, working with the little girl, using, just like Jennifer Pilchick, Perlman, and Reese, using their child to try to figure out how to get reactions. Telling Reese to keep whistling at me, I think it was, yeah. When he was like 6 years old or something in Utah. No, yeah, Utah, Deer Valley. Trying to get me to go after a kid, okay? So, just ongoing. So, we're gonna wait here, we're gonna see if this is also green and black with that gray truck. Okay. So we know the child. We know they're giving me angry looks in there when I was trying to be friendly, but they weren't. Obviously, if you're following some guy from place to place for 46 years, trying to make him look like a violent paranoid schizo since he was 5 years old, saying you don't fucking talk or we kill you, and ramp up our mental illness tactics, then obviously they're not going to give you a friendly smile or look. And they're using their child to try to get reactions and say, look what this guy did to my kid, okay? So that's why that topic always comes up. That what kind of sick fuck like my father would do things to children. Now, you don't think, if that father is using his child to go after someone, that father's a piece of shit, okay? So think about it. Okay, so the father using the kid to try to get me to react on the kid, he didn't have a sense of humor there when I jokingly said something to show he didn't scare me, showing that he's okay. Look, new gray pickup here. Green and black, getting in his truck. Another pickup, this one's white. Green and black, getting in his truck. It was in Cupids. Pickup looks like he might, I don't know. Okay. What do we know for sure? Let's do this in the car. Okay. Gray pickup, another one. White pickup. Groups of pickups. Do we know that for sure? No. There are lots of pickups out there. Another white pickup backwards here. Lights on. Pairs of two. See my car. Backwards tactics. Okay. So now it's getting past the... It's no longer a coincidence, correct? Okay. This one is a security type vehicle. Jeez. Has a little siren-y thing on top, but I don't know what it is. Okay. It could be just like a what do you call it? Like a construction or... Okay. Okay, so my car, green and black. The key marking from some of the, hard to see in this light, from some of the 20-year car vandalism people, vandalizing and defacing all my cars. I don't know if you can see that. I can't. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Focus. Oh, my diopter is blurry, so I can't see. Hold on. It's easier to do in the daylight. I can't get this to focus. Okay, over here. Okay. The things the police magically, like I've given the police hundreds of police reports. I could theoretically give them thousands of police reports. Let's see what this is here. If it's security or if it's... no, it's construction. Construction groups. Sort of showing up at the same time. So white pickup backwards. They usually see me park backwards. Gray pickup. Gray pickup going to Cupids, green and black clothing. Gray pickup pulling up right after I get here, backwards. Going into Jersey Mike's. Now, if you think about it, one backwards, one forwards, one forwards, one backwards. Correct? Okay, so LAPD's mad that I'm getting proof of this, which they've been hunting me with my family since 5 years old, with a planet of child rapists, sickos. You better accept what's going on. Some of the death threats, you better accept what's going on, or it's going to get a lot worse for you. A guy with a LAPD police canine attack dog shredding me up. They call him the dog attacker or whatever. And no relaxing for you, nigger. Okay. We're seeing the attacks getting extremely aggressive again. And you see that as I leave my house, there's periods where they'll fluctuate down and look normal, and then I'll go out, and then boom, because you left your house with the Sean Dinsey indirect death threats that he doesn't want me leaving my house ever. My house is my jail. And Officer Toro, if you ever take a picture of a person, I'll exercise the law in my own way, and Encino, meaning that not only are you not allowed to get into studio photography or buy or work on cars, but also if you get proof, because these all start from things that nobody cares about, like getting into studio photography, by my father, right? I gotta control you, so I'm gonna bash your skull in. I'm gonna bludgeon your fucking skull in with 100,000 rocks to the head per day in the name of control. So I'm gonna kill you in the name of control. Really, I just want to kill you, but I gotta say something, right? Government flag and kill operations, because the cops are helping. The never-ending, minute-by-minute, worldwide mental illness tactics that have been exponentially growing to worldwide network terror cells since I was 5 years old, in the name of whatever, okay? The name of imperfection, that I don't have eyebrows, so I'm a danger to everyone, and they're terrified of me, so they're allowed to hunt me and kill me with every person on the planet. Okay, so, now you're going to say, well, Kevin, how do they know that you're coming here? Now, this is extremely important. How do they know that? Because all they know is I'm coming out towards Chatsworth. They don't know why I'm coming out to Chatsworth or where I'm going. And that means that if I were to go to my friend's house here in Chatsworth, they would ramp up to all the local restaurants or areas that they've documented that I've been, and say, do these things at all these public locations in case Kevin goes there, okay? Now you're gonna say, that's an awful lot of resources for a father that doesn't want his child, what was his words? Don't associate with those people, and those people, there's a generalization to pretty much every person on the planet. Okay, yeah, you do the math on that. We can't, there's no actual reason why these sickos are hunting me with a plan of child raping sickos, or hunting me with my father since 5 years old. But there is unbelievable proof that it's going on, and they'll keep making up newer and newer lies to rile up fearmonger, larger and larger worldwide child rapist groups to kill me with LAPD. So a lot of these events all tell LAPD what they're doing, and they'll come after me more, correct? Like the Burbank PD, me saying next, because they're mad at me for working on cars or taking cars to Bob's Big Boy, that next you'll probably have phone calls, people using my car as a weapon because they don't want me having a 427 Corvette. And a month later, Officer Lee is working with people to make a division and Jason Ryan Fishman to do that, correct? And on video, you can see that Jason Ryan Fishman is trying to get me to go after him, just like everyone else, in a more aggressive, putting a police siren on his electric scooter, and chasing me and trying to get me to like turn around and blow him away or something. And in retrospect, it would be justified. Okay, so you would say, well, you know, this guy's chasing me and he's not going to stop. What do? I got to stop him, right? Okay. Now, obviously, I didn't choose that route, like usual, like for 46 years or 51 years. And now they're angrier that I made the right decision, so they increased the attacks, okay? And you're going to say, but if Kevin's a really good person, why are you hunting him to kill him with bigger and bigger child rapist groups, correct? Okay, what does LAPD, what are they trying to hide and cover up if they had to launch a worldwide murder operation to kill me? Okay, that's the bottom line. Why is LAPD... Now, we just drove down Schoenborn Street. You can see there are at least, let's say, 15 network groupings, gang stalking groupings of mental illness tactics in front of the Schoenborn Street to make a division that they magically say aren't going on, but I could walk him down his own street and say, how can you explain how these human behaviors, these coordinated human behaviors? Can you explain that? Why don't you explain that to me? Again, now they know they don't want to be in that position because I've asked them 100 times to come out and patrol my house, my blocks around my house, and witness when I'm providing the video to them, and they keep lying, saying I suffer from mental illness. No matter how obvious. Like if people, I have video of people assaulting me and attacking me, and they won't write the police reports. I had one girl try to carve me up with my truck with a knife. They won't document the police reports, the incidences. Okay, so what is LAPD trying to hide? Okay, how much money were they paid? Did my father pay LAPD to have me killed? I mean, let's be realistic here, because whatever they're trying to cover up starts when I was 5 years old, and it's worldwide. I noticed in 2001 with Mike Hunley's death threats, World of Paranoia, that it was worldwide, and I traced that down to 1994 when my brother wanted me to see the internet so bad, when it was first very simple, like a telnet sessions and email. And so we're coming back to the same question here, that what is, in the name of mental illness, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, LAPD trying to cover up that they have so much guilt that they'll kill me with the entire planet Earth and make up 100,000 lies about me to a planet of people. What are they trying to cover up? With the psychology community, with my father and his secondary psychology degree. And that comes down to government flag and kill operations to kill a 5-year-old, because there's no reason that you would say, hey, everyone help me kill this guy because he supposedly did all these things or is crazy or whatever, unless you've dug such a deep hole for yourself. The truth is so horrifically unspeakable that LAPD doesn't want that coming out no matter what, while they're blasting lies to the world that I'm a public nuisance on their illegal propaganda channels and all this, with my family and with my brother and with my father and with my family. And so think about that, because you would just say this is wrong. Okay, making George Floyd look like a teensy-tiny little imperfection compared to my life, because this is now 46 years of what's on video right there on a much greater scale than just those, let's say, group of 10 people. By the way, I want to note that the cleaning the window thing, that is a tactic that places are told when they see me to come out and clean the windows. So, I didn't get a chance to talk about that as a tactic as well. Was that a random event? I can't tell you. But that is one of the tactics in these thousands of tactics. So if you see Kevin do this. Okay. So they collect, they profile, they collect, or they collect, they profile like NSA. They notify everyone, this is where Kevin could go. They follow, or they try to get there before you, and then show up after and work on you with mental illness tactics to eradicate you. Okay? And it's not a small group of people, it's a planetary conspiracy to kill a 5-year-old. Now, what they want to do is they want to turn around and say Kevin's this and Kevin's doing that and Kevin blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you got to question the LAPD and the government psychology's motive that they're hunting a 5-year-old with a plan of people for 46 years to kill. I'm now 51, or eradicate, or rid of the world, or put in cages or whatever. What their reasoning, which cannot be justified, there is no possible reasoning that they can justify what they're doing. And the judicial system that doesn't just want to be honest and say this is just fucking unacceptable. And Kevin, we will do everything in our power to put a stop to what these people are doing in your life. Okay, not come after me, but admit to the situation and speak out about it and put a stop to it. But instead, they always choose to come after the victim and the target, the guy being bullied to death since 5 years old by an entire planet, minute by minute. And they're going after the victim, the guy that's being hunted, okay, by a planet of bullies to torture and kill a 5-year-old. Okay, so, Now those types of people that like those groups following me want to try to get reactions. They call the police. The police are telling them to do it. And then say this guy's crazy and a violent paranoid schizo. So the same thing my father started when I was 5 years old. Okay, so you've seen it right there in a more obvious method.